Hello, viewers. Let me welcome you for this very important symposium. Warm greetings from Nigeria. My name is Kachalla Mala, a staff of Lecture Research Institute, Maiduguri, Nigeria. Lecture Research Institute has a national mandate on the genetic improvement of wheat, millet, and barley. My presentation goes like this. Let me first of all share the screen. Okay. Yeah. Uh, Title of my presentation is Gender-Based Farmers Participatory Varietal Selection in the Northwest Nigeria. Participatory varietal selection actually was conducted on 11 elite varieties of wheat at the Lecture Research Institute Wheat Research Experimental Station in two locations in Kadawa, Kano State, and also in Jigawa, in Hadija and Jigawa State, respectively. Both of these locations actually are in northwestern part of the country. Gender-based farmers participatory varietal selection is the process of on-farm research, but it does not only enrich the speed of information gathering, also result in large-scale adoption of product of research through gender-specific needs and preferences. For the purpose of this activity, Wheat Farmers Association of Nigeria actually mobilizes 50 men and 50 women farmers for the varietal selection in each of the location that is in Kadawa and Hadija. The farmers were then given opportunity to select from the 11 entries of demonstration plot to ascertain the popular and gender demand. We actually employ three methods. Number one is a priority ranking, participatory varietal selection, and also we use ballot paper approach. Priority ranking for breeding settings objective using matrix approach was used, determine which traits men and women farmers prefer most in the variety of interest. Under the participatory varietal selection, actually it was carried out to select from the diversified spring bred genotypes, that is the 11 entries that the farmers possesses preferred trait. These traits include the biomass, ailiness, spike density, spike color, threshability, etc., and etc. Under the ballot paper approach, we actually categorize the men and the women farmers into three groups. First set, we have white and green ballot paper, which represent good and acceptable for both men and women. And also we have blue and yellow ballot paper, which entails alternative for both men and women, and also pink and red ballot paper, which serve as rejected for both men and women, respectively. From our result, the table one represent the priority ranking for certain breeding objectives. As you can see, these are the traits of interest. These are the traits, and also across, actually this table represents the two locations, Kadawa and the Hadija. And then we have the total number of actually farmers that showed interest on each of those traits. So from this table, the highest score was threshability, which had 53, 24 from Kadawa, and also 29 came from Hadija. And most of the farmers that actually scored for these traits are women, which they actually went for the variety which has a good threshing ability. So women actually went for threshing ability. And then the second trait of interest is ailiness. And most of the farmers that actually choose ailiness were men. So men farmers actually choose ailiness, and it gave which it came second with a total score of 30, and they followed by 27, which has a trait of a spike color. So the spike color actually both men and women, both gender actually selected the spike color because wheat seed that has dark color normally doesn't sell in the market, so they prefer much the white seed color. So from the spike color, so they will now tell you that this seed is white or this seed is red. So they actually selected the white color. Both the men and the women farmers selected the white color with a total of 27 scores coming from 15 from Kadawa and also 20 from Hadija. Table 2 represents the participatory varietal selection score across the 2 locations in the Northwest Nigeria. So these are the accessions, these are the genotypes that were used for this study, the 11 genotypes. And then out of these 11 genotypes, genotype number 3, entry number 3 were actually selected, followed by entry number 5, which is Arabidane, was also selected. And then entry number 9, Seri1, was also selected. So this selection was actually based on the acceptance percentage. As you can see, the acceptance percentage of entry number 3 is 83%, followed by entry number 5, 79%, and then entry number 9, 76%. This table represents the mean performance. So despite the fact that they have selected the 3 genotypes, so we want to confirm their selection through this mean performance. As you can see, the grain yield of each of these genotypes are here. So even though the selection criteria was not based on the yield, but all the 3 materials that were selected did not give less than 3.6 tons per hectare. As you can see, genotype number 3 gave 3.7, which is appreciable, and also genotype number 5 gave 4.6, followed by genotype number 9, which also gave 3.6. In the conclusion, the result from both participatory and then field evaluations suggests that gender-specific participatory varietal selection offers the possibility of bringing modern and traditional plant breeding methods together to increase the usefulness of new crop varieties to farmers, especially small-scale men and women farmers working in less privileged environment. So this study actually gives an opportunity for farmers and breeders, that is the scientists, to work together and select the desirable wheat varieties from a range of accession for onward release to farmers. It is, however, suggested that the entries 3, 5, and 9, which were selected based on diverse criteria other than yield, can further be subjected to on-farm adaptive trials. These are cross-section of picture from the 2 locations. As you can see, both men and the women farmers during the participatory varietal selection in the field. So the first picture was taken from Kadawa in Kano State, and then the second picture was taken from Hadeja in Jigawa State. This man standing actually is me during the participatory varietal selection. So thank you very much for listening and your time.